the story went on forever, and it was eventually became, minor news. The Associated Press and everybody else, all the big papers, everybody was covering it because, like, he ended up, being removed from mayor, and it was just that guy made so much good copy. But then, you know what? When he passed away a few years ago, it was after the paper had ceased being a real paper in any sense. And someone said, "Isn't anybody going to write a story about so and so? Wasn't he the mayor? Isn't he the one that gambled with the city credit card?" And there was my paper still technically exists, but it's a ghost paper with no dedicated employees. It's put together by somebody at a distant newsroom. And nobody around here realized that, yeah, that person was the mayor. That was the mayor that it was such a big news story. It made national news because it was so, who used a city credit card to gamble? And eventually somebody called them and said, like, you should probably have somebody write something. And they did throw together some piece of shit story, but when I was that would have been a story. We would have known immediately, like, holy God, this guy, this person has
Yeah.
passed away. We have to write about the past. Nobody does that anymore. So many things are happening, and periodically I learn that somebody has died that I'm like, holy cow, that person died. And it wasn't, nobody even knew about it unless they were close to him. They didn't know. I was like, it's a fairly prominent person, and yet only his inner circle knows he died. We would have done a story on that.
And that's interesting too, because you become like an archivist for the town. You become like the town historian.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
like in the same sense that a librarian is like, oh, this is some things, and you can go in and you ask a question to the librarian and they can direct you.